going. There will be times when, geez, if two people drop out on one side, we'll dynamically rebalance it and maybe throw something out to the other side on the other team. It's very cool stuff. Obviously, kind of taking some roots from some way PvP can work in FPSs.
I learn something new every day.
So this particular map is called the Battle of Kyhlo. Battle of Kyhlo. This is kind of an encounter from Guild Wars 1 that we wanted to bring back in, and we kind of do that a lot. We'll take a themed map and make important features of what's cool from that particular event. In this one, remember the red team, so we've got our base over here, blue team base over here. This is all a map about control points, and we've got the windmill, clock tower, and mansion, which both teams are going to be fighting to control those points and accumulate scores for controlling those points. We also will accumulate score by, of course, killing the other members on the other team. This map is actually, the cool thing that's specific to this map is we have these trebuchets, which you're able to unleash and actually reconstruct by this destructible environment. We're able to reconstruct the actual landscape of the map. Boom, the clock tower blows up. All of a sudden, see this rafter out here? We now have access into the middle of that control point, which wasn't there before when those walls were up. We're also able to use the trebuchets. Again, there's a little bit of skill involved in this, but notice how he holds it down, and that determines the distance that he fires. If there's control points he's able to see with that trebuchet, and if he's able to get it just right, if the other team's holding that control point, you can actually hit them and do some pretty significant damage on them with their control points. So this becomes a very important feature on the map to, where you need to think about, am I going to dedicate somebody to manning that trebuchet? Am I going to dedicate somebody to taking out the trebuchet on the other side? How am I going to organize people to go and take over control points? So this destructible environment and the change in the pathing, there's actually like an example in here where you take out a pipe and blow up the pipe. This is kind of cool, taking out windows. When you take out those windows, you're able to kind of jump in and surprise whatever's going on in here. Or it takes out cover that the other side might have had before. This is another map where, again, we talked about the Z-axis underwater. There's definitely a component to flying across the top of walls and on top of rafters and things. Anyway, destructible items all over this environment, which again can really dramatically impact what's going on. When we take over control points, it's obviously going to start racking up our counter on our points. Where actually everybody's fighting to get to 500 points in this particular encounter. Everybody comes into our PvP, these 5-on-5 or 10-on-10 competitive PvP matches. They come into it with a level playing field. Everybody has access to a top level character, all the skills that they want. You're able to choose out all of your skills on the right side, exactly the way you want to set your player up. You have that level playing field to make it very skill based, which is very different from our world. We have World v World PvP as well, and it's very different from that. In World v World, that pits your server up against 2 other servers, and it can go on for over a period of time where you've got epic battles going on, but you bring your actual character into World v World, and you can actually level up through that. If you wanted to, you can actually level up your character completely just by playing World v World PvP. So just to out the trebuchet, so obviously as the other side, you need to be thinking about whether or not you're going to throw a defensive orientation around that as well. We've got cool skills that was what's that one exactly called? Ride the lightning. We also have a teleportation skill we're able to use to jump up and surprise people. Any questions about PvP? I really encourage you guys to go try it, or at least check out the ESL match. Matthew, do you happen to know what time the ESL match is?
You mean the one with food control?
Yes.
I don't know.
So we've got essentially a team of our arena PvP designers down there that's taking on a guild, a European guild. That's really gotten into it, and so they're just going to throw up some battles in front of a huge audience over there. It should be very cool. So thank you guys very much for coming by. Really appreciate it. And enjoy the rest of Gamescom.
Thank you.
So actually, one more question for you guys. So now, what's your favorite game you've seen at Gamescom? Of course.
Before the video.
Yeah, of course.
Can I ask you?
Yeah.
When did you announce this profession?
The last percussion?
Yeah.
We haven't announced it yet. We don't know our timetable. We're not talking about our timetable yet.
Maybe.
We don't know.
Yeah. Do you have any plans about maybe like it was one emote PvP? Like Tiger Wars, Dragon thing?
Sorry, what about it?
No.
You mean
Mountain Dragon? Yeah, like Heroes Ascent. You can win some points, fame.
Oh.
Then you can take the chat like /rank. You can war.
You're unlocking certain emotes that your
Yeah.
characters able to use based upon success in PvP. But we're gonna we'll have all sorts of cool rewards that are specific to PvP. There's definitely things that you'll end up getting for glory points and using them for various cosmetic upgrades. I don't know specifically if we've got that targeted, but it's definitely in our back pocket. That's in our repertoire too. I don't know the specifics around it.
Okay.
Yeah.